Hello, my beautiful witches. Blessed be. This is WhiteRaven over here. Today's Monday. So happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. Hi, witches. Thank you so much for all the messages of love. Sorry I wasn't with you last week. I was at the beach. I was taking a really nice vacation. I shared some pictures with you guys. I really enjoy night walks at the beach. I was in a very secluded area. I got to see a lot of beautiful stars, the Milky Way. I mean, it was so beautiful. I brought some ocean water with me, and we're probably going to be doing some magic with that water later on, coming up in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, I had a great time, and you guys were in the back of my head. You guys are always in the back of my head, and you guys know that I was very active in my Facebook page while I was away. But I couldn't wait to be here with you today. Very excited. My name is WhiteRaven, and I'm here to teach magic, witchcraft, what it is to be a witch. If this is something that interests you, please stick around because I would love to have you in my little coven. Well, witches, today I have a super recipe for you guys and a spell. You know, it's going to be a hex. I'm going to be sharing a hex with you guys, a curse. I'm going to be doing baneful magic. And we're going to be creating, this is going to be a substitute of swamp water. Now, please understand that this is a recipe for swamp water. Therefore, it's not real swamp water. If you are lucky enough and you live close to a swamp, consider yourself lucky because swamp water has a lot of magical uses, particularly baneful magic. But you can also use swamp water as a protection for any jar workings, for revenge work. Some people even use it for beauty magic. Please don't put swamp water in your face, or the swamp water that we're going to be creating today. And also you can use it in making and creating dolls, to feed bags, etc., etc., etc. Now the recipe that I have today for you guys is from this really wicked book, Utterly Wicked by the very wicked Dorothy Morrison. I have now 2 copies of this book. This one that I just showed you, somebody very special sent to me along with my beautiful necklace. That's a book that I suggest if you like wicked magic. It's a very good book. It's a really good read. You learn many things. I actually learned a lot of things from Dorothy Morrison. So that is a book that if you ever get the chance to get it, it's a good book to have in your witch's library. To make swamp water, you do not need a lot of ingredients. You actually are going to need 2 ingredients, and that's going to be, my beautiful witches, water and the one and only aspirin. These are just simply aspirin from Walgreens. So it happens that one of the main ingredients in aspirins, it's called salicin, sorry, don't know how to pronounce that name, comes from the willow bark. Now, willows, which have a whole bunch of different magical properties as it is, they do grow in the swamp. So we are going to use the representation of willow and the swamp in here with the aspirins, and we're going to mix it with the water. I have a big jar, and I'm going to be doing dissolving magic. Some months ago, I showed you a video on how to dissolve some magic using a soap and water. Today, we are going to be dissolving a voodoo doll, a puppet that I made for magic that I'm actually making for a situation that I have in my life right now. As a matter of fact, Dorothy Morrison shares in her book this water as a method for you to dispose of your voodoo dolls, your puppets, which is the proper name. This is a way for you to get rid of them because this water will literally dissolve and waste away your dolly. So without further ado, let's create some swamp water. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is get my handy dandy industrial grinder. This is my baby that I love so much because I grind a lot of stuff, which is a whole bunch of things. I'm gonna get my aspirin bottle and I'm gonna put some in the grinder. I don't think I'm gonna be using the whole bottle, which is... Now, which is when you do this, make sure that you have some ventilation. I don't know how safe it is to inhale a lot of aspirin powder. Let's get into it. Let's open it up. Ooh. Let's see how it looks. That's a lot of aspirin powder. Okay, which is, the truth is that I had to go outside and open this outside because the powder was extremely fine, like cornstarch. So I don't want to inhale that. If you're going to do this, maybe you just want to put your aspirins in there just whole. Maybe you can just mash them a little bit in your mortar. I'm just being super extra and doing this in my grinder because I really love my grinder. But let's get the water, witches. All right, witches, so let's get our jar. Let's put some water in here. Now let's be very careful with your aspirin. While I do this, I want to tell you guys something. Believe it or not, sometimes I am in the predicament of, should I do this magic? Should I not? And I'm talking about the magic that I'm doing today. That I'm not going to be able to be very specific with what I did because, you know, I'm doing it for myself. But sometimes, you know, I am in that predicament, which is because sometimes if I'm working somebody, maybe that person is not directly aggravating me or affecting me. It is affecting me indirectly, but it's probably affecting more people more directly and probably even worse. So sometimes I feel like, okay, is it up to me to stop the abuse that this person have towards other people? And this is something that I have talked to you guys about in other videos. It is up to me to actually do it. Maybe I can look the other way and say, oh, this person is really not affecting me. It doesn't matter what this person is saying. It's irrelevant to me. But it's like I have told you so many other times before. What we do not correct or stop, then we enable people to keep being mean to other people, to be abusive to other people. And maybe what this person does, again, you can take it, but what about the other people that this person is affecting? People that maybe don't have the endurance of mind that you have, in my case, me, the knowledge that I have, people that is probably feeling really bad. So if you have what it takes to stop it, if you are able, you have the capability and the ability to stop this person from doing harm to others, I think it is our responsibility to do it. I'm not telling you to be a vigilante and go out there and stop everybody that's doing harm, but sometimes some evildoers are really close to us. They walk in the same gravity that we are walking, and it is up to us to stop whatever it is that they're doing. It is entirely up to you. This is just something, I'm not telling you you have to do it. It's a suggestion and something that I want you to know that WhiteRaven usually has that predicament, and which is definitely, I'm not going to put all this aspirin in there. I have like half in there. So what I'm doing right now is just mixing my water with a skewer. Love to use skewers in my magic. I don't know why. Alright, witches. So we have our water. So now I'm going to show you my doll. This is a puppet that I created. The picture of the person is inside the head. I cross the eyes, cross the mouth, across the doll. The person's hands and feet are bound. I am trying to prohibit this person to advance in the wickery that this person is doing. Completely bind, completely cross. I also use, which is my double cross oil. This is in my website if you need it. I really like it. I use it a lot. I already charged and I baptized this doll and I did all the magic pertaining to what I want. So what I'm going to do now, witches, I'm just going to bend this doll like so. Just bend it. And we're going to put it in this container. Now the idea is for this doll to stay there. I think I'm going to add more water. I'm going to cover it up. I'll be right back. All the way to the top. We're going to cover it up. There she is. Looks really nice, actually. So the idea for this is, which is for your enemy to be wasted away. For whatever evil doing and wickedness that this person is doing to be wasted away. In my particular case, I am crossing this person for doing any more evil. Now, I have a little short video on how I make this doll that I'm going to share with you. I use this, the Crayola Model Magic. This is air dry clay. I suggest that for this particular spell, you can use something like this. You can also use flour. You can also use Play-Doh. Use something that is going to dissolve really fast. You can probably use paper as well, but I mean, stay away from fabric, stay away from plastic doll, because the idea is for this particular puppet to be dissolved in this swamp water. So let me show you the video. And that's it, witches. I really hope that you like this recipe and that you can just write it down in your book of shadows, and now you know how to do swamp water. Of course, if you live by the swamp, consider yourself extremely lucky and know that you can use this water to dissolve your enemy away. Please check out Dorothy Morrison Utterly Wicked book. You will really enjoy it. And also remember that I have beautiful products in my beautiful website, WhiteRaven and witcheslayer.com. If you have any questions, you can email me at layerofthewitch@yahoo.com. Guys, remember that I do not work for people, nor I do magical coaching, but I'm there to answer any magical questions that you may have. Visit my page in Facebook, which is growing really fast. WhiteRaven and Witcheslayer on Facebook. And last, witches, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment down below. You will help me a lot. Witches, it is always awesome talking to you guys. I love my Magic Mondays with you. I look forward to my Magic Mondays with you. Remember that it's very important for you to stay very smart, because knowledge is power. Do your research, read as much as you can. And with all that knowledge, don't just stay there with that in your head. Use it. And make sure, witches, to stay so very wicked. See you next Monday. Bye.